Welcome on YouTuber, what's up? MUSC, what's up? Welcome on YouTuber. Stop, Carson, stop, please, stop. No, stop. No, stop, or I'm not turning on back over. So, welcome every YouTubers and Limey people. This your boy Gamer, and if you like what you see on this content and your last content and future content, make sure to like, share, follow, subscribe, and tell people about my YouTube's videos and stuff. So, if you want to join the fam and our fam, make sure to find me on DMs on Live Me or comment me or write me on all my social medias. Even if you want to join my WWE 2K25 Wrestling League, it's for free. Do the same thing, like I told you. And then let's get into our Week 7 football. Week 7 football, so let's get to it.
Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback, a former Blue Hen out of Delaware. It's Joe Flacco.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that was something last week resolves itself this time around.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
You look at the Steeler defense.
They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Now Flacco.
That's caught. Andre Yoshivas.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Passing play, Flacco. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be let out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
Almost certainly a future Hall of Famer, and he's still seeking the storybook ending to his career. But he had patience, looked around, took his time before choosing his team. And boy, are they glad that he did, because he still has a lot of juice left despite being 41 years old. Finishing the top 10 in passing yards last season with nearly 4,000 yards and touchdowns as well with 28.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away.
And it's going to be a short field to work with after this one. It's touchdown at the 45-yard line. To pass, Flacco. Open man is Higgins. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. A quick throw there is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
3 yards to go.
Flacco. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
Flacco off play action. He will find his man Chase complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
And again, it's Flacco to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Derek Harmon breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now it's Flacco. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Setting up to throw Flacco. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down up near the 40-yard line.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
First down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now Rodgers. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Rodgers. Got his man. It's Gainwell. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Looking to put a drive together.
It's a turnover on down. Let's go.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for Cincinnati score. Chase Brown, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. Well, they are trying to create some separation within the division. And CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. A carry here for the big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
First down, Steelers.
Rodgers now to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And it goes down. Demetrius Knight in there to drop him. And that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. Well, they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
The Bengals take over first.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? Room past the 35. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. And that one on the rookie, Charles, maybe a little too overeager.
You know how many times we've talked about the quarterback having to have a clock in his head and make sure the ball gets away before the rush gets there? When you're a pass rusher, you have to know when the ball is gone and make sure you don't hit the quarterback afterward. I know he's trying to make a play, but that time, he ends up drawing the flag.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Flacco. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. In motion, the tight end. Flacco looks to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Alex Highsmith making a nice play and getting the sack.
So on fourth down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
The Steelers take
and
over.
Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they're going to have a third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? It's who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Handoff for Warren. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. The Steelers hit a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. So they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Here's Rodgers. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Rodgers to throw for it on forward. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
Now Flacco. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Operating out of the gun. Flacco. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Here's Ryan Rico now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Now Austin. as well of 13 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson
able to record his 5th sack of the season.
throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And unable to connect. Incomplete.
Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Corliss Waitman on to punt. Here's Jones on the return.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here.
Here's Flacco. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
The 16-yard line.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one behind his receiver and incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they had the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. On the return, Austin.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
49-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Throwing is Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They toss it to Roy.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he finds Austin complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal, Pittsburgh.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
On the give, it's Warren.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Here's Warren.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. To throw is Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 2-yard line.
Backing into the end zone, Flacco. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Here's Austin.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And the Steelers 1st down.
319.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers are back within a score.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Chris Boswell will kick off for Pittsburgh.
he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And able to get this out to the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Right back to Brown. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 76 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down.
That's another Bengals first down. 1st and 10.
This is Brown going up the middle. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
That's taken in by Higgins.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14.
That's another Cincinnati.
Now Flacco. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Up the middle, here's P-Rod. And here he'll get it down to 7. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
To pass, Flacco. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
First down and goal to go.
That's caught at the 2. Touchdown.
Jamar Chase
Taking it in.
and the Bengals are able to stretch out their lead.
Flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Rodgers going to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line.
First down, Steelers.
Now Rodgers. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Calvin Austin, 29 yards. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make it 17-13.
Steelers, 13.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He found Jamar Chase with a touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll try again here with a first down.
Looking to put a drive together.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Flacco. Now a short one to Gesicki. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. This is taken at the 23. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
The Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting set for their next drive. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll find Metcalf. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now a run with Warren. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Completes it to Austin. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5.
Pass caught. It's been sporadic.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 14. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Setting up the screen with Gainwell.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Warren.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Jalen Warren.
A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Boswell for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, what a move. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Flacco. And the Steelers pressure too much here. He's going down.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Flacco looks to throw. Open man is Yoshibas. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Punt, 5 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steelers offense and their running back Jalen Warren headed back onto the field. Now, he's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night prime time, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report. All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. Both these
Offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Looking to put a drive together. Now Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Rodgers now to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 12-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Flacco. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got it.
And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Noah Fant from 4 yards out. And the Bengals have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing is Rodgers. He'll check this one down to Gainwell. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
To throw is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. An inside give. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 5.
Let's go. 18 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Here we go. Shaq.
Now it's Flacco. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Now Flacco. This one complete to Yoshibas. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The last
last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Passing play. Flacco. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
47-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
The Steelers ready to take over on offense.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Rodgers. And that's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Let's go.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. Well, the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Catch made right side by Wilson. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. Here's Rodgers. And he finds Austin complete. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Now run straight ahead to Wheeler. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. That 4th down decision, unconventional but effective, and they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This a 2nd and 8. Warren will try the right side. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. 3rd down and 6. Rodgers going to throw. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
It's a turnover on down.
Here we go, here we go.
To pass, Flacco. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. Down to the 10. And he will take it all for Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
A handoff for Warren. And he works his way forward for a couple past the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Steelers.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Going right back to Wilson. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Wilson. He's a pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Rodgers to throw once more. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down. That's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll run it, Warren. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals 16. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Now Rodgers. He's Going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
That's a 7-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Daxton Hill picks it off.